Thank you so much for coming. We have a wonderful crowd tonight. I'm overwhelmed a little bit. Thank you so much. My name is Simon Reyes. I'm the conductor and composer for this orchestra. We're called the Will Chamber Orchestra. We're a nonprofit organization. Very recently, we just got approved to be a 501c3, so we're very happy about this. And so what that means is that we do accept donations. We take cash, check, old watches, class rings, whatever you got. Check your pockets. We're going to have a decently long show for you tonight. We have quite a bit of music. The vast majority of this music is completely original compositions. Most of you have more than likely never heard it before. We have one piece by an established composer, and we have one or two pieces by some of the members of the orchestra. We will begin first with some housekeeping things. Please make sure that your phones are on silent, please. Photos and videos during the concert, during intermission, all of that is completely fine. Just please no flash. It's very distracting. We're going to begin first, not with an orchestral piece, but to kind of whet the appetite a little bit, we're going to begin with a simple piano trio. Now, this piano trio is very much in the style of old Russian classical music. I wrote it myself. Our cellist, one of our cellists in our orchestra, their name is Ace, they asked me to write them a piece that had a dark, brooding cello line. So I specifically wrote one that had a dark, brooding cello line. It's about as close to metal as you're going to hear tonight. So we'll first begin with tuning the orchestra, and then we will begin playing the pieces. Changing up some scenery here. This piece is called Piano Trio Number 1. Thank you. This next piece we'll be doing, this will involve the whole orchestra, and the following pieces will involve the whole orchestra from this point on, so that way you all get your money's worth for tonight. This first piece that we'll be playing with the orchestra is very simply titled Intro. There's a little bit of a story behind it. I belong to another band as purely a keyboard player. The band itself is called Darjeeling Photo Club. And matter of fact, the founder of that same band is here with us. His name is Nick Nora. He's back there running the camera. And he's written many songs for this group, and we were planning on doing a show with both the combined orchestra and his band. And what we decided on was we wanted to create an introductory piece that would introduce them, but tonight we'll be introducing ourselves. This piece is called Intro. Thank you so much. This next piece is very, very special because it is an original piece, but I did not write it. This was actually written by our clarinet player, Carter. So, do you want to have some words for the piece?
So, this piece is called Legend of the Midnight Angel, and it's supposed to have a little bit of a mystery sound, but also very adventurous, which you'll hear later in the piece. But first, we'll start out with a slow piano and string part.
And because he's multi-talented, he's going to play piano too. great? Multi-talented. How about that? Okay. So this next piece that we will be performing is one of my original compositions. It is a cello concerto. For those of you who do not know, a concerto is a particular type of classical piece that features an instrument, in this case, the cello. We'll have our young cellist here. Her name is Charlotte. She'll be the soloist for this piece. Yeah, give a round of applause. The piece begins very, very bravely with just a solo cello line to introduce us. And it then has the orchestra come in and fill in all the harmonies that you want to hear. So this piece is Cello Concerto number 1. Thank you, thank you. So this next piece that we'll be playing is another cello concerto. The first one was called Cello Concerto number 1. You'll never guess what the second one is called. So Cello Concerto number 2 was once again asked to be composed by me, by our cellist, Ace. So originally, Cello Concerto number 1 was for them. But they said, no, I want a challenge. This is like too easy. So I said, all right. So I wrote a real cello concerto this time. This piece has 3 separate movements. A movement is just a section of a piece that separates one part of the piece from a second part of the piece. There's 3 movements in this. It goes kind of fast, slow, fast in a way. The third movement is completely different from the first 2. The first 2 are fairly classical. The third movement is almost like a tango. So we'll see what you think about Cello Concerto number 2. Thank you, thank you. We will be taking a brief intermission. Please don't go anywhere. There's plenty of music after this, I promise.
Thank you, Simon.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, Simon.
Oh, and please donate, because right now we're running on hopes and dreams. Sir. Welcome back. Thank you so much for sticking around. We love having everyone here. Sometimes the instruments, it's generally considered good practice to retune, to come back. Sometimes instruments become slightly out of tune if you leave them, so truthfully I say we tune because we care. Our next piece we'll be playing is a violin concerto. We'll be featuring Mr. Hekar Vera on violin. And, I want to explain a little bit about the orchestra. The orchestra is a nonprofit organization, and anyone can join. The only rule is if you can play, you can stay. I don't care what you play, I'll write it. They don't pay dues, they don't pay me. It's all just purely for the purpose of promoting art and creating art. We have other artists sometimes work with us, and it's always just, it's pure joy to have live music. And we're not a cover band, we play original songs. So this piece that we'll be playing, Violin Concerto Number 1, it is a single movement piece, meaning it's all in one section, it's all together. And I hope you enjoy it. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed this piece. Our next piece we'll be playing is related to a film score that I wrote. I wrote a film score a few months ago for a local kind of independent film. Tomorrow we're actually going to be performing again at this theater called Teatro de las Americas in Oxnard. It's on 6th Street. And it's a local community theater founded by a few people. I'm friends with the marketing director, who happens to also be a director of short films. He asked me to write a film score for one of his short films. It's called Nube Oscura. It's all black and white. It's in the style of like a 50s noir. And he had asked me for this. I had never written film score before. I've never written in the style of noir ever. And they had us record it in the theater with this orchestra, with me conducting. And I actually went through a few revisions, and this was the first version that I wrote that he just straight up didn't like and said, nope, do it again. So this piece is called Rejected Film Score. this next piece is different from all the other pieces we've played. The reason being that the person who wrote this music is dead. His name is Handel, George Friedrich Handel. And this is a very old piece called Passacaglia. Passacaglia was a type of old classical composition. And it starts with just a very basic, simple idea, and it just continues on that idea, expanding on it, changing it slightly, until it becomes a big culmination of everything at the very, very end. It's a very satisfying piece. I hope you enjoy Passacaglia. Thank you. The next two pieces, my feet hurt, so I'm going to sit down and play keyboard. So the first piece that I'll be playing is called Kaleidoscope. I wrote this piece purely for solo keyboard a long time ago. I was commissioned to perform for a charity called Bright. They're a local charity here in Ventura, and it was for Suicide Prevention Month in September of that year. And I was supposed to be playing solo keyboard on stage alongside a painter who would be painting live as I played. And so I wanted to write a piece called Kaleidoscope because it would evoke color. And I've arranged it for this orchestra to play with me tonight. So excuse me while I make my way over. I also do this just to prove I'm not lazy. I can actually play an instrument. Thank you so much. I'm not going to get up because there's one more piece I have to play on piano, and this will be, I believe, yes, this will be our last piece of the evening. So I hope you enjoy this one. It is a longer piece, and I'll be playing piano for the whole thing, so I have a lot of work ahead of me. This piece is called Sinfonietta. It is meant to be kind of like a small symphony, but this time I'm featured on piano because I wrote it, so I do whatever I want. So it's in 3 movements, and it does kind of a fast, slow, fast. The middle movement is very, very slow. It's almost like a lullaby. And the first movement and the last movement are more aggressive, like a symphony should be. So this is Sinfonietta. that's all the music we have for you tonight. Thank you so much for coming, and please donate. Have a good night. Thank you so much.